Shepherd's Pass Trailhead, 12 p.m. Time to get up and get ready to go hike.
Shepherd's Pass. Gonna try to do Mount Tyndall. It's about 6:30. Sun's just coming up. Parking lot's full. You definitely need something with a little bit of clearance to get up here. Maybe not four-wheel drive, but there's some boulders and washes that you gotta cross. Type of cars that made it to the trailhead. Looks like a little Nissan Juke and Jeep. Subaru, another Jeep. Bunch of Tacomas. Cars that probably won't make it. Although that Subaru would. Alright, let's get this hike started. It's gonna be uphill all day. The berry bush with little berries.
Elderberries. California coffee berry.
John Muir Wilderness in Inyo National Forest.
Wax currant.
Must have had a bit of a rock slide here. Rock slide. Creek crossing. Looks like we gotta cross the creek again before we start a bunch of switchbacks. Started the switchbacks out of the canyon. Probably done 5 or 6 little short ones. Still in the switchbacks. Yep, more switchbacks. And getting near the top. About to cross over out of this canyon that I've been hiking. Figure out how many switchbacks later on that I actually did. Woohoo! Crossing the divide. So far, there hasn't been any water since I left that creek down below. It was flat for a little bit, but I think this is the section where you drop down and lose elevation before you gotta climb again. This is where we start climbing again. There's a trail over there. Alright, coming up on some switchbacks. First water crossing since I left the other creek and started to dump all the switchbacks. Good water source, August. This is called Mahogany Flats. Still going up the switchbacks from Mahogany Flat. They're not too bad, pretty gradual, but long.
Anvil Camp.
Almost didn't want to leave here. It's a nice camp area. Getting there. And goodbye trees. Some of the last trees. It's too high for them. So I gotta go up that. Just like Bishop Pass, this one has bones all over it also. I think maybe they got caught in the avalanche. Gotta go there. Top of Shepherd's Pass. There's Mount Tyndall. Climb that tomorrow. Shepherd's Pass. Pets and firearms prohibited. Oh, no elevation. Oh, there we go. 12,000. It's on the other side. Alright. Looks like I got myself a camp spot. Woohoo. Nice little shelter.
Cushion buckwheat.
Day 1 is completed, 11 miles, 12,000 foot elevation.
Alright, day 2 heading out. Gonna try to saw Mount Tyndall right there. Let's go. I'll leave my stuff there and left it open. Hopefully the marmots and rodents don't get in it. We'll see.
6 a.m.
There's that ice shelf that I was looking at across the lake. I camped over there. Oh, my legs aren't awake yet. Takes a little bit for them to burn in. Yeah, that does look like the better route, more direct. There's Williamson, Tyndall. Alright, I'm gonna try to go up that. This isn't too bad.
So he said.
Camp's right there. I just made it up that. Got to the top of that little gap. Now I gotta go that way. Climbed up that. Mount Tyndall, yay!
Mount Tyndall, 14,025 foot elevation.
Log. I know these books. You can see Mount Whitney from here. It's Mount Whitney. Next to it, Mount Russell. From here, you also can see Williamson. And then right here is the highest point on Tyndall. There's Junction Peak over there. And the PCT. Go behind here, get to Carter Lake, and you can hike the backside of Whitney and then drop down the Whitney portal. So made it to the top of Tyndall. Really all I have left to do is that one there. The rest I have to kind of rope up on, and at the end of the month we'll try to knock out a few of them. North Pal, Starlight, Primonium, Thunderbolt. So this is the hikeable ones. That one's supposedly hikeable. It looks pretty tough from here, but that's the last one. I love how blue some of these lakes are. And just ground up rock that reflect the sky. So pretty. Starting my way home. It's about 8. Alright, back off of the mountain. There's Tyndall. Went up this dark section and then went across. Gotta break camp and head home. Hopefully didn't destroy my camp while I was gone. Here's my camp. Any damage by rodents?
Nope.
Leaving camp. Glaciated rock field. That's where the glacier ends and it just piles up all the rubble in front of it. Picked up water from here. It's coming out of an underground aquifer. It's probably the best filter in the world. Got about 2 liters here. I'm not going to filter it. Some of the first trees. These guys are ancient. I'm back at Anvil Camp. Heading down to Mahogany Flats. Down there. So people have asked me, like, why do you go and do this? Isn't it a lot of work? Isn't it miserable? And I had a friend tell me one time, like, it's type B fun. like most of the reward actually comes afterwards. You know, you get that sense of accomplishment from climbing that mountain or getting it done. And then you start to remember all the beautiful things that you saw. But then at the same time too, I think humans are hardwired to forget about pain. And so you do this enough, you sit at home, you just kind of get a calling, like the mountains are calling, I must go. And that's the way I am. It's like just sometimes it comes up and you just want to hit the mountains. A lot of people are up here because they're going through something in life. But, and that was probably how I got back into it. You know, when my dad had pancreatic cancer and I took care of him for 2 years and finally he lost the battle, I kind of felt like I needed some big mission to go on, something to fill that void that I didn't have anymore. And that's when I started hiking, and it helped. Everyone has their own story on the trail. And now I'm just trying to complete all the 14ers, and it gives you a good confidence boost, a good self-esteem boost. Starting that little uphill section. Felt a couple raindrops. I'm glad I climbed Tyndall when I did. It looks like it's raining over there. That's Tyndall. Yeah, a little 500-foot climb. Finally got to the top. Alright, coast mode enabled. Just heard thunder. It's raining over there for sure. Yeah, that's something I just remembered. If it's raining up there, I gotta hike out a canyon that has a river in it. Will I beat the rain? We'll see. Starting to pick up. It's raining a little bit more than it used to. Some of these rocks are above water, but now they're underwater. These ones here. And just like that, everything's dry. Almost back to the car. Almost back to the car. Woohoo! Ah.
Good job.
Wow, I'm glad I got out there when I did.
Day 2 completed 26 miles.